Okay, so I just got done watching the new Avatar movie, and the movie was just total dog shit. I mean, the acting was mediocre. The freaking CGI was dog shit. I mean, literally, if you compare it to the first Avatar film, the CGI is literally better. The CGI in the first freaking film from 10 years ago is better than a movie released in 2026, 2025, 2020. I don't know when the fuck it was released, but it was released like within the last 2 weeks. And it's just so awful. Okay, and the plot, it's the exact same plot. The exact same plot. It's like a fusion between the first film and the second film. Okay, they just reuse plot elements. They are reusing plot elements word for word, scene for scene, just frame by frame, reusing plot elements, reusing story, reusing animations, and gullible idiots are like, wow, this film was really good. It surpassed my expectations. It was a master. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. This movie had no reason, no reason to be made at all whatsoever. This movie should have never been made, okay? And they left room for yet another sequel, okay? So, spoiler alert, okay, the two main villains in the movie, except one of them, I mean, there's really three when you really think about it, but the third one, the general, was just like, who even is she? Like, I don't know who the hell that is. She had no character at all, no personality. We know nothing about her. Her acting, like the acting of the general person, the female general, was just so dumb, bro. Like seriously, it's like the actor isn't even trying. It's just that's who you chose to be your general. That's who you chose to be your commander, and her death wasn't even shown on screen. Like the main person who's controlling all these soldiers, all these forces, her death is not shown on screen. Why? Because they are leaving yet another villain alive for a sequel. So you are getting this endless cash machine. It's like they do not want to close this off. They do not want to leave the film on a good, complete note. They want you to constantly keep coming back to these films, these half-assed films that are just lackluster. I mean, you can only tell the same story so many times in so the same way. Okay, you just can't keep doing this. You can't keep making these dog shit films, dog shit name brand films. That's what we should start calling it. Name brand films. Films that are just riding the tail from the early success and are so popular that these film studios just can't stop making them. They can't stop making the same pile of garbage over and over. Okay, if you want to watch an Avatar film, if you want to watch a complete story, which was the first one had a complete story. Okay, you don't need to keep watching sequel after sequel after sequel that never completes itself, that never actually explains anything about the freaking plot. Okay, there is no sort of explanation. Oh, we gotta go after the dust, the water tribe. We gotta go after the fire tribe. We gotta go after the dust tribe. We gotta go after the air tribe. They're evil. Let's go after the earth tribe. What was the 10th movie gonna be? The freaking space tribe. A tribe coming from outer space. Like, come on, bro. Like, hang it up. Hang it the fuck up, man. This movie, it just pisses me off in every way, shape, form, okay? And let's talk about the frame rate. The shitty, choppy ass frame rate. I swear to God, man, it felt like I was on my PC at moments playing a shitty first person shooter with a dog shit computer. Okay, that's how choppy it will go from like 60 frames per second during the movie to like 20 frames per second. I'm like, whose idea was this? And I had to go home. When I went home after the movie, I had to look this shit up. I'm like, was that the projector? Are they running the movie on a computer? Maybe it's glitching. But it turns out the actual film studio that released this was stupid enough to have the frame rate switch between 48 frames per second and 24 frames per second randomly. So it just completely takes you out of the visual elements of the movie. The visual immersion of the movie is just shattered every time they just change the whole ass frame per second. This has never been done in a movie for a reason. You don't just change the FPS randomly because you think it might work better in certain scenes. That's not how it works. There's a reason filmmakers have never done anything even remotely close to changing the frame per second and doubling the frame per second and halving the frame per second within moments. Okay, no. Oh, but it 24 FPS works better in dialogue scenes. Says who? Says who? Who told you that? Who told you that the whole movie really should have been 24 frames per second? What kind of movie is in 60 frames or 48 frames per second? It just looks like a soap opera. It has a soap opera effect throughout the entire film. Okay, and I can't get over it. I can't get over the shitty, smooth soap opera type. It felt like I was watching a soap opera with CGI AI rendering slapped over it. That's what it felt like. It didn't feel like I was watching actual movie. It felt like I was on my couch watching a freaking Saturday morning or a Saturday morning soap opera with a shitty alien tribe space battle thing. That's what it felt like. That's what it felt like. So to anybody now, I did not see the second Avatar movie. I've seen clips in of YouTube on YouTube, so I know the general gist of the plot, but there's no way in hell I'm sitting through 3 hours of shit. Okay, I'm not sitting through 3 hours of shit 3 times, for God's sake. Okay, so I skipped that one and I watched this one only because my family wanted me to go see it. Okay, so I watched this one and oh my god, man, holy fuck, it's long for no reason. Like most of the movie is just filler. Okay, just filler, bro. You have all this time taken up by the movie, and it feels like the same things, the same plot elements just keep happening over and over. Like people get captured. That happens 3 times in one movie where a family member or a tribe member, whatever the fuck they're called, the family member will get captured. They will be held hostage for some reason. They get taken alive, and some sort of terribly choreographed battle or fight takes place. They miraculously escape, and it's just shit. It's just shit. It's just shit to watch. This whole movie is shit to watch. And I swear to God, if I hadn't have drank like 3 cups of coffee before I went to see this movie, I would have been asleep. Everybody next to me was asleep. There was people walking out of the theater left and right towards probably like the middle of the movie because it just was nothing. There was no stakes. There was nothing. We all know that how this is going to end. The good guys win. Everything blows up, even though they have a huge technical advantage when it comes to the humans fighting these space primitive aliens. Okay, massive technical advantage. Okay, so the fact that it always ends the same way when the Navi fight up against the humans, it's just hilarious. It's just utterly hilarious. And people eat this shit up, man. Low IQ fanboys that just worship any pile of garbage that James Cameron puts out. They love this. They love it. They won't criticize the technical faults of this film. No, they will blindly worship it because everything ends exactly how they wanted it to. There's no challenge to your mind. This movie plays it completely safe. Like there's nothing creative about this movie at all, besides the original overall world building element that was established in the first film. Okay, but besides that, there's nothing creative about this film. There's nothing you haven't already seen before. Um, yeah, I cannot recommend seeing this film. If you are going to see it once it's released to DVD or Netflix or YouTube and just skip through all the boring parts. There is no way in hell a movie should have three scenes happen the the same exact way in a movie. Okay, let's get real. Okay, especially with those being held hostage scenes. Those were very repetitive. By like the last one that happened, I was like, why the fuck do they keep doing this? Are they really that uncreative? Like, come on, dude. You can't establish a different way to up the stakes in your plot. You have to keep doing the same thing over and over again. And the good guys, they have the bad guy at gunpoint. They don't kill him like the general or the colonel guy. They literally have him outnumbered at gunpoint. They let him go. They let him go, meaning they didn't kill him when he was hanging over that cliff, and holding his hand and saving him. And not only did they let him live, they saved his life after he's killed tens of thousands of people, or Navi. They let him go. Yeah. I guess we just won't fight each other. We're the good guys. Maybe he'll change. He hasn't changed in the last 3 fucking movies. Why do you keep letting him get away? And when he jumped off the little ledge or the cliff, it's very obvious, extremely obvious, they are going to bring him back if they make another film, which they will. Okay, that's why they never can show anybody die on screen besides pointless, random, non-important characters. They had the random chieftain, the random villagers die, but they'll never show the bad guy die. Never. They can't come up with any new bad guys that are actually interesting, that actually have some sort of character, some sort of background, some sort of plot, some sort of lore. They can't do it because they have no creativity. Hollywood is dead, bro. Hollywood is dead. This movie was shit. Just the frame rate changes from scene to scene alone. That is enough just to not watch this movie in theater. It legit felt like I was playing a video game, a laggy, a laggy video game, bro. Like, come on, this movie is ass.